Now, the Niners, they're a top six overall favorite to win the Super Bowl next year. But do I agree with this state? Spoiler alert, you'll wait and see in the video. Let's talk football. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers, after watching the Philadelphia Eagles win this past year's Super Bowl, now the San Francisco 49ers not only have to go through the Chiefs of the AFC, but they also now have to go through the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC. But according to USToday.com Sports, so it has the Super Bowl 60 favorites listed in this order. I'm going to reveal the top 10 that I'm going to say. So, of course, the overall favorite is the defending Super Bowl champions, the Eagles, sitting at the top spot, the Chiefs sitting well behind, then the Ravens, then the Bills, then the Lions, then the Niners, then the Bengals, then the Commanders, Packers, and Rams. But the 49ers, after going 6 and 11 last year, the question is, do the 49ers deserve to be the sixth overall favorite to win the Super Bowl this upcoming year? Now, I'm going to talk about this more in just a second. Before we get started, though, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a big favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to aim for 750 subscribers before the beginning of the NFL season of 2025 and 26. But for now, let's get this video started. The Niners, looking at these odds, the NFL's lost their dang mind. Why are we highlighting a 49ers squad that went 6 and 11 last year with the injury bug relevant? Why are we highlighting this team as a top 6 favorite? Why? Because I'm looking at the top 5 teams overall. I agree with those 5. Two other teams I would have ahead of them right now are the Bengals and Commanders. That's all I would take about ahead of them right now. I would put them at the 8th overall favorite if I'm going to be realistic. But the Niners, what have they done? I mean, they made a Super Bowl and choked a 10-point lead. What is he going to have to take to quit putting them in the top 6? Why are we putting this team as the 6th overall favorites to win a Super Bowl that has for a team that has not been Kansas City, one of the 15 different teams that have yet to beat Kansas City both in the playoffs and regular season? Why are we putting them ahead of a Philadelphia Eagles squad that is way better than the Niners are right now? And also, why are we putting them ahead of a Bengals squad as Joe Burrow, who's actually beat Patrick Mahomes, by the way? Why are we putting this team as a top 6 favorite? I am so sick and tired of this. I am sick of it. The 49ers have not done anything. When they've made Super Bowls, they lay an egg. That's what the Niners are since Steve Young left. They have not been able to win. The three quarterbacks that have played in those Super Bowls were Colin Kaepernick, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Brock Purdy. Colin Kaepernick left on his own terms because he kneeled during the national anthem. Garoppolo, he's nowhere near anyone's level right now. He's currently a backup for division rival Rams. And then Brock Purdy, I think personally is a Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0. Because let me ask you all this question. When Brock Purdy had the chance in Super Bowl 58, on third down, with 2 minutes to go in the football game, what did Brock Purdy do on that play? Overthrew a wide open Jawan Jennings. And then not only that, during the NFC Championship game, we anticipated the throw that bounced off the defender's head. It was a coordinated play, right? No. Should have been intercepted. The Lions should have won that game. I still am constantly going back to that. Because look at the Niners. What have they done? They can't beat Kansas City. They were 1-5 in the division last year, and the division's only getting stronger. Which Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp could be looking to be traded. I would maybe think that would maybe favor the Niners if they do trade him, and then also long Seahawks. But that's another story for another day. My point is, I'm not taking the 49ers ahead of the Philadelphia Eagles, ahead of the Kansas City Chiefs, ahead of the Baltimore Ravens, ahead of Josh Allen and the Bills, the reigning NFL MVP. And I'm not taking them ahead of the Lions. I ain't taking them ahead of the Bengals. I am not taking them ahead of the Commanders. Heck, right now I'm not even taking them ahead of the Rams because they got swept by them. I can't wait that long. And the Cardinals. And the Cardinals actually put them in last place. Such irony. Which is where they were. But point being, the Niners have not shown us that they are a top 6 team. Now, sure, they have made playoff appearances. Sure, they've made Super Bowl appearances. But when is it going to get to a point that when they fall in the playoffs, that we don't look at them as a Super Bowl contender? Why are we not looking at it that way? I'm right now. This Niners team does not look good to me. They look fraudulent. They look suspect because of the injuries they had. Now, if all their players were healthy and this happened, it would be a whole different story. But the thing is, even with the injuries they had, Brock Purdy had chances to continue to win ball games. He had a chance to at least finish like 8-9. When he had the game against the Detroit Lions last year, what did he do? They stopped what they were originally doing and lost the game. They were running the ball the entirety of the first half and then got completely away from that and started passing it. What are you, the Seahawks from Super Bowl 49? Don't want to bring that up, but that is reminding me of what they were. And then also, when you had a chance to beat three of your division rivals, all of them in one score games, against the Rams in week 3, what did you end up doing in the last 3 minutes? You choked away a 7-point lead, which was a very winnable game, which half of your fan base was there. Then, when you lost to the Arizona Cardinals at home, what did Brock Purdy do in that circumstance? He threw the game-stealing interception to the Cardinals. And then, What happened when they went against Seattle in Week 11? Nick Bosa got hurt. Geno Smith turned into prime Michael Vick.
A word of advice? Stop thinking aloud.
That's what happened. This 49ers team, when they're healthy, they can get to a far enough point and then choke. But when they're not healthy, they aren't good. The 49ers are not a real contender. I don't even have them in the top 6. I have them right now top 8. And that's worth being respectable here. I ain't putting them at number 10 behind the Packers or Chargers, if I were to say. I'm not putting them behind those two teams because they have better odds than those two teams right now. My point being, why are the Niners constantly getting away with excuses? They have excuses when Dre Greenlaw went out in Super Bowl 58, which he's now a free agent. Then this year, you had all your injuries, and you constantly say, oh, we couldn't win because of our injuries. Brock Purdy has to shine like Josh Allen at some point. He has to turn into prime. He needs to turn into Joe Montana. Take off those Clark Kent glasses and turn into Superman. Look at each of the games that has out. Look at each of the quarterbacks that have outplayed Patrick Mahomes, regardless of his first AFC title game appearance. We can sub that out. Each of those quarterbacks have outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Brock Purdy is one of the few that couldn't outplay him. This is what I look at for the 49ers. I look at the way they can't beat Kansas City. I'm looking at the NFC that is getting more loaded as we speak. I'm looking at other teams around the AFC like a Buffalo Bills, like a Baltimore Ravens, like a Cincinnati Bengals, and saying they ain't ahead of those squads because they can't get the job done. Shanahan's had chance after chance, opportunity after opportunity. If he doesn't get it done this year, he has got to go.
You stupid elephant. I got a notion, TNT. Now, take it easy. Remember my rank. I can have you busted.
I don't care what anyone else says. He has to finish the job at one point. What is the main reason you do in San Francisco? You find a way to win a championship. We saw Joe Montana do it with Jerry Rice. We saw Steve Young do it with many other guys, including Jerry Rice as well. You have to find your Joe Montana and Steve Young. And that right now is not Brock Purdy. Purdy, he made a Super Bowl appearance. Was the lowest pick ever to be in a Super Bowl. But could he get it done? No, he couldn't. Because he could not outplay Patrick Mahomes. And that is what you have to do. And now you have to outplay Jalen Hurts to even get out of the NFC. And also the Lions on top of it all. So I'm getting tired of talking about this, but Niners, there's a phrase I've said about them, and I'm going to say it again. Just wait. Remain composed. No matter how good the 49ers might look, no matter how stacked of a roster they have, no matter how good of a roster they might have, don't lose it. No matter how hard it gets in the playoffs, whenever the expectations are at the highest peak, the 49ers will always find some way to find a way to choke a win away. It has been the same thing I've said for 2 to 3 years now. And I'm going to continue to say it until Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers get it done. Go out there and do something, San Francisco, and just stop making excuses. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the 49ers deserve to be the 6th overall favorite to win a Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments what you think. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.